Where is our shifting real estate market going? Well, stay tuned and we're going to figure that out. Hey, everybody, Tim Weigel here with Watson Realty, and welcome to another installment of Market Mondays, where I'm going to give you the lowdown on what's going on in the real estate industry for the Orlando area. So let me pull up my PowerPoint here. And I hope you guys are having a great Labor Day. It's definitely exciting out there, but the market's definitely shifted. We've been feeling it for a few months now. So let's see where we're all heading with this. So, all right. So again, Tim Weigel with Watson Realty. Now, please feel free, go in, like my channel, lots of great information for everything you can imagine around the Orlando area. So today we're going to go ahead and review the current real estate market compared to last month, current trends with interest rates, as well as some current financing terms within our market, and then a deep dive on what could be coming our way. All right, so for last month, August 2020, in basically our 5 counties in the Central Florida area, total homes sold in Orange County were 1,758, Seminole was 658, Lake County was 709, 593 was for Volusia, and Osceola was 849. Now the median sales price between those counties is ranging anywhere from as high as 400,000 to as low as 335,990. So you still get some good value out there in Volusia County, but in the Orange, Seminole, and even Osceola, you're going to be between 350, 385, and 400,000. Now, I know one thing that people are always saying is the market's shifting, prices are coming down. Well, here's a fun ratio for you: sold price to list price ratio. So they list it, and this is what they sold it for. What percentage do they get? Everyone's still getting 100%. Now, that's a little different than what we saw last year, because the average was actually above 100%. So it has come down, but still, what people are listing for, they're still getting. And that's because we do still have a serious inventory issue. Days on market is ranging anywhere from 8 days all the way up to 11 days. So it's still a 2-week time frame. Things are moving off the shelves. Now, September, granted, we haven't been in September that long, so, but it gives you an idea. So we have over 3,000 active homes in the Orange County area, going all the way down to 966 in Seminole County. Solds haven't been too crazy. Most of them are in the 40s. Orange County, being the bigger county, the metropolitan county, has double that at over 100 sold so far. Median sales price thus far for our solds, Orange County is still bringing up the height at 416,500, while the median Osceola was 412,500. We got as low as Lake County with 320, but Seminole and Volusia were around 380-ish, 375 and 381, 250. Days on market inched up slightly, but it's still short. Now, I know a lot of times people ask what's the difference between a buyer's market and a seller's market, and that's really just a balanced market. Because we have such short days on market, it's still considered a seller's market, even though the market is shifting. Now, interest rates, current 30-year fix, and this is going to vary by the time you see this. There's a chance it changes because it does change with the market. It's 5.625 for a good credit rate on conventional, and then 15-year fixed is 4.875. So now current financing terms, I know a lot of people are always curious what this is. So conventional leads the way at 48% of closings for this month. Cash is making up about 36% of the deals. VA and FHA are 5%, 11% respectively. Now, a lot of people ask, why is VA and FHA is a little more challenging? There's a few more hoops to cross through on the lending side, and sometimes the sellers don't want to take that risk if they have other options. It's what happens in a seller's market is sellers have choices versus sellers have to take what they got. Now, with the right plan, a VA and an FHA loan is very feasible to get accepted. So, but you have to have that plan in place, or else it will be a struggle. Now, what's on the horizon? So this one I think is a pretty obvious one. The Fed's monetary policy is going to continue to increase rates. I know earlier in the year, I think they said 3 or 4 times. They've already hit that. They're going to continue to hit that. So I don't see that slowing down at this point. They're kind of basing it off of when they get the inflation report, seeing what the inflation is. And if the inflation is still going up, their best way to handle that is increasing interest rates. So they're going to increase it. Now, keep in mind, just because they increase the rates does not mean that the mortgage rates go up. They will eventually indirectly impact them, but it's not like, oh, they go up a percentage point over here, we're going to go a percentage point on your mortgage rates. That's not the way it works. It's an open market. So it will inch up because of the cost of doing business, but it's not going to go up 1 for 1. We're going to continue to see an increase in price reductions, but that does not mean that the world is falling apart and the market's falling apart. What's happening with these price reductions is sellers with the mindset of I can offer whatever I want, like 2021, and get it. They haven't realized they can't do that in 2022. With increased inventory, buyers have options. So they still have limited options, but they have options. So it's not like they're forced to have to sell or buy a house and pay whatever terms the seller wants. Therefore, the sellers that are shooting for the stars, they're being left out, hung out to dry, and they have to start decreasing those prices. But with those decreases, the market's not depreciating, it's still appreciating, just at a slower rate. And then again, we're going to still continue to see an uptick in inventory moving towards a more balanced market, but we're still a far cry away from that. So being a seller in this market is still a seller's market. You can still get what you want. You just can't win the lottery like we've been doing. So now I hope you find my information good. If you have any questions, concerns, reach out. Here's some contact information for me. Connect with me. I'd love to hear from you. Please leave a comment. Let me know what your thoughts are. We'd love to hear them. And until next week, stay shifty, Orlando. The market's changing, and we're here to keep you informed.